Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech? You're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast mode. My God.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
Wolldog just made me watch a scary movie. And I'm trying to get out of this creepy vibe I'm in because it was actually scared me, but hi.
Yeah, if Kevin is tight-lipped this episode, he's just a little spooked out.
I'm looking
right
at
now.
the dark corners of this house for the stuff that's going to jump out and get me.
His heebies have been GB'd, but let's not forget Kyle the coach Duggan.
Yeah, I don't have heebie-jeebies, but I do have 12 baby chicks in my garage with me right now.
Charger Chat first.
That's the opposite of scary. We're on both sides of this.
Yeah,
equation.
they're so cute. It's just like in Easter season, you might hear, if I'm quiet for a little while, you'll probably hear some chirp, 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 chirp in the background.
Are they marshmallows? The little marshmallow peeps?
Little marshmallow peeps.
Time will tell.
Little peepees.
Time will tell.
Right. Yeah. Time will tell, folks. We're on Peep Watch right now, but that's not what we've got to talk about. We've got a few things to talk about. It's been a little bit of a quiet week, but that doesn't mean we're not going to have something to talk about here at the Charger Chat. Let's waste no time. Start at the top. It is such a thin week of news that we must wish a happy birthday to Rashawn
Hey, I would have wished him a happy birthday, whether it was a
I'm just saying, we've
That's
missed
tough.
some birthdays.
We're
Might as well.
selective birthday, givers to celebration.
Well, happy birthday, Rashawn.
Happy birthday, Rashawn.
happy birthday to you, sir. What else can you say? I mean,
That's it.
Toast
Let's move on.
to
Yeah.
Rashawn Slater.
Happy birthday, dude.
The one bit of news, though, that I'm sure Rashawn's pretty happy about is a new name on the offensive line. One that I'm sure to not pronounce correctly, but I'm going to give it my darndest. I'm going to say Kayode Awosika.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw when the news was dropped that we signed him, somebody gave us like a pronunciation guide.
Oh, really?
And it's actually like the animal coyote. His name is Kayode.
I like
Which
it.
is pretty cool. Yeah.
Coyote.
Awosika,
Very good.
yeah.
Well, yes, a new guard that we
keep them
acquired
away from those chicks. You know what? You feel me?
The coyote
You're
and
not
the
welcome
chicks.
in my garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't you can't come over here, coyote.
Sick your dogs on him. No, happy to have this guy. New guard, all the guards we can get, please. Let's just acquire as many as we can. A big Easter basket full of
Yep.
guards.
Well, and this was, they had that list we talked about 3 weeks ago about the athleticism of some of these guys. They maybe
Yes.
not have the best scores,
The
but
fit
just
for our
athletic guys.
team.
So this
Yeah.
is an athletic guy, like the RAE scores, right? The RAS scores.
Yes.
He's got a good one, and he's a backup. He didn't play a lot in Detroit. We got him from Detroit. He didn't play a lot, but I'm just hoping they know what they're doing.
I mean, I'm trusting. I have
Kevin,
nothing
you sound
to
like
do
you're losing
but
some
trust.
faith, Kev.
No,
he's still just scared.
I
from the
like
horror
new.
movie.
Yeah, I'm still spooked out, dude. No, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Like, because this is a weird year where we have to like fill out our bench too. It's not like we're just signing starters, and let's hope that they're we're literally having to fill out the backups.
100%.
So I'm curious to see what they're going to do. Hopefully we figure that out. We'll know in next month what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing about at least this guy, I don't know nothing about him. I've never watched him play other than the highlights that the Chargers have posted. But we talked about this guy on one of the previous episodes. I think it was one that Kyle was on, this Addie Simmons, who talked about or didn't even necessarily talk about, but had a list of like available free agents, guards, scheme fit.
Yeah, that's
to
what
Mike
that's what I
McDaniel.
mentioned. The list I was talking about.
Oh, that what you were talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, you were talking about the RES scores.
No, the list is. Yes.
Okay. Well, specifically, the Addie Simmons list. He was up there in the elite fit section. So I'm hoping that Addie knows what he's talking about,
Yeah.
and that ends up coming
Addie
to
we
fruition.
trust.
And Addie we trust, and hope and pray that
All right.
that fits.
My wife wanted to come say hi.
Hey,
Hi.
hello.
But they're saying hi.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
You guys, I miss you.
Oh my God.
Hi.
I was like, can I come say hi, please?
Yeah.
You got your 5 minutes.
And she will.
Love you.
Love you guys. Go Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay,
Let me buy. There we go. Extra bit of
Go
news.
take care of the kids.
Yeah.
No one's in there.
Back to work.
They're outside.
They're fine. All right. Yes. As mentioned, Chargers signed Kayode Awosika, who spent the past 4 seasons with the Detroit Lions, appearing in 50 regular season games and making 11 starts. I know that's the one thing about like the guards that we have picked up. If you look at their PFF grades from last season,
Yeah.
they're not the most inspiring.
Combine them all together,
But-
and make one guard.
I mean, there's
Frankenstein.
Always, yeah,
Frankenstein.
Let's Frankenstein our PFF scores. But if you do look at, I think it was his rookie season, he had some pretty high grades for his position. So I'm hoping that whatever it was that worked well in Detroit, Mike McDaniel was able to see it, unlock it, and apply it.
I just hope Mike
to the
McDaniel's
Chargers.
the answer to all this stuff we're stressed
I
about.
mean, we're really putting all our eggs in the Mike McDaniel basket right now. So
That's the truth.
I'm hoping that it does pay off in dividends. I mean, listen, that was the offensive coordinator that we all wanted. And I mean, there wasn't
Everybody wanted.
Everybody wanted. So if whatever happens, it's all your fault. Okay, for better or for worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pointing to the fact that we're going to draft a guard in the first round.
You think so?
I 100% think so. I just think we did not address that position adequately enough in this offseason. We've signed a bunch of guys that are okay.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Like we signed a bunch of backup guys, which I'm okay with. And you can maybe start the season with one of them, but there has to be a high draft pick in there in this group that's going to like put his name in the hat and actually come out and try to be the guy for the future. We didn't sign a future guard.
Mhm.
Like none of these guys are a long-term option. They're all serviceable, pop them in a game or two, somebody gets hurt, but our long-term guard is still not on the roster at either guard position. So
Mhm.
it's coming. Maybe not the first. I wouldn't put that stamp has to be first round, but first or second, you're going to get a guard.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, it does feel like it's going to be best player available when the draft does come around. But if the best player available is a guard, then lucky us for that situation. There hasn't really been a ton of like substantial news that has been coming around for the Chargers, but there have been a lot of like rumor mills as far as players who could come, players who could go.
Yeah.
And really focusing primarily on that wide receiver room.
Yeah.
Which we've heard multiple times that the Chargers put out bids to try to get Mike Evans. What was another wide receiver? Pierce. Yeah. Alec Pierce. And, Jawan Jennings. And some of those guys are still free and available. I've seen even Deebo Samuel as a possibility, but a lot of the one really kind of polarizing name that has popped up a few times now, mainly because of our new offensive coordinator, is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is rumored to have a landing spot in LA with the Chargers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys, did you see his injury that happened to him last year?
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
So like, I think the idea that he's going to be ready to play this year is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like he basically tore all of his ligaments and dislocated his knee.
Jesus.
Like, and if you're that, you get Tyreek Hill because of the speed.
Sure.
Right.
And does he have that? Are I 3 years ago, we'd always have those questions of like, what would be the perfect fit for Justin Herbert? And it was, Tyreek Hill 3 years ago. That'd have been, that'd have been insane.
3 years ago.
So who knows what this new guy is? And like the recovery timeline, I looked it up. Hill is approximately 5.5 months post-surgery and is likely in phase 3 of his rehabilitation, which involves aggressive strengthening and light agility work. A full return to football activity typically requires passing phase 4, pushing the timeline closer to 9 to 12 months total. So I don't think he's playing this year. I personally don't think so.
Yeah, and if the Chargers do make a bid or make an offer for him and he accepts, it's not to be wide receiver 1.
No,
I cannot imagine.
No, I think there's better options. I think there's going to be a lot of quick guys. You saw the wide receiver times, at the combine. I think there's going to be somebody there that You put him with our new offensive coordinator and Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert makes everyone better.
Absolutely.
I think I've heard that rumor, but I don't see it happening as much as like the other rumor, which is Quentin Johnston. People are calling about him.
Yeah.
Because he's coming up on that 5th year, $18 million.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay him $18 million, or you're gonna maybe push him off, get a draft pick, and then spend some of that extra cap you have on like maybe a different name.
Absolutely. I mean, that using him as a bargaining chip for anything is great, especially based off of the performance that he had last season. Like, coming off of that season, arguably his best season of his career in the NFL. That's an item that you can use to negotiate. And the Jets are the ones that at least have popped up most recently in regards to possibly acquiring Quentin Johnston. These are all unsubstantiated rumors, both Tyreek Hill and Quentin Johnston. And really, the talk of all the other wide receivers that the Chargers have potentially gone after. So there's nothing to substantiate it. But with all of the talk, I mean, it's sometimes like where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
You know, like there is probably some legitimacy behind some of these.
Yeah.
You know, does Quentin Johnston fit Mike McDaniel's system? Probably not as much. I can't imagine.
He's really those last couple. He's always good about using what he has.
Yeah.
Like he's had different groups of players, San Francisco, Miami, but what he was able to do with the speed when he had guys that were crazy fast was very special.
Yeah.
So we'll see if maybe they can get him somebody.
Yeah. And I mean, the Chargers are still sitting pretty with their free agency money. I can't imagine Kayode asked for a ton of money to join the Chargers.
My guess is it's pretty cheap deal.
It's probably a pretty cheap deal. So there's still going to be a big hill of money that the Chargers are going to be sitting on. No pun intended.
Yeah.
And I think there will be a move of some kind, whether it's for a speedy wide receiver. I think the big move is going to happen after the draft, unfortunately.
Second phase.
And I know we all hate to hear that because we want to see, we keep refreshing our Twitter going like, come on, Chargers, do something for crying out loud.
But I'm kind of more interested in what we can get in the draft at this point. So
Yeah.
figure that out, see who we're going to get, and then immediately the next day, as soon as it's available to go sign these other guys, go get them.
Absolutely.
You know, I think that's where second phase we're going to get there'll be a little Charger frenzy going on.
Yeah. I mean, and that's
Because it doesn't go gets the comp pick once you do it then. So that's
very true.
That's when
we know Joe loves those comps.
Joe is going to be
He
like,
hoards
"Ooh,
them. Mike,
He hoards them.
there's a fire sale and I'm going to Amazon.
and I got picks.
Yeah.
Well, we're anxious to see what happens. The draft is coming up. We are now less than a month away from the draft. Very exciting. And if you're excited for that as well, then you should come over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat, where not only can you check out all the fun, silly videos we have going on over there, we do have a little mini contest going on
Oh, we do.
for the NFL draft, but you can only join the contest if you're part of Patreon. So if you're interested in something like that, a little mini contest, a little mini draft contest, you might want to come over patreon.com/ChargerChat. But if you don't want to go over there, if you don't love contests, if you're allergic to contests, then don't go there. For the love of God, go to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there, t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the member section and ask questions and Ask Boltfam. Check it out, chargerchat.com. And if you're watching this on a subscribable platform, please hit the subscribe button. We also have to talk about our other sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. The tournament is back. The upsets are inevitable, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Love that for Underdog.
Kyle, basketball.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling? Are you doing it? How's your bracket? How are you going to earn some stuff on Underdog, my man?
Yeah, it's I don't know if I'm the guy to ask, but it is fun because March Madness is all about the upsets. It's so much fun to be able to, hey, I think this is the one. Let's just see what happens. Let's pick this one and maybe we'll get those good odds and get something happen.
So there you go, folks. Underdog Fantasy. Download the app today and use promo code CCHAT to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code CCHAT. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or 1-800-GAMBLER, or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY, or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. All right, folks, time to go on to the next segment. And this segment, we didn't even tease this at the beginning. I can't even believe this. This is about to get hit with a left hook right now
because it hasn't been here for so long.
I know, I'm rusty. I can't believe that we forgot to mention we have our first fan focus of 2026.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And do you want to set up who this person is?
We talked about him a little bit. We met this very special friend in Las Vegas, and all I'm going to say is that he has the coolest Charger tattoos I've ever seen.
Okay.
And he gives us a little peek.
He's like the illustrated man of Chargers football.
Yeah.
I was about to get a little upset to be like, there's only one special friend in your guys' life right now.
He's a pretty special one. Yeah. Well, go. You're a brother. You're not a friend. Just calm down. Take it easy. Take a breath.
Best man. Don't pull that card.
Yeah. Come on.
You're real, dude.
All right.
Grow up.
Okay, here we go. Fine, folks. I'm sorry. Okay,
We're going to start treating you like a brother. Grow up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're back with another fan focus. It's been a minute, but it's I'm excited to bring this segment back, and we are super lucky to have Trent with us. How's it going, Trent?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you and your fandom, and we've got some sick tattoos we're going to have to talk about because it's the coolest Charger tattoos I've ever seen.
Thank you.
But let's kick it off the way we usually do, man. How did you become a Charger fan?
To be completely honest, I started off as a Raider fan. Go figure, just growing up in Southern California, for one, it was really just, such a popular team. But how it actually started was my cousin was actually the number one draft by the Raiders in 1986.
Oh, shit.
And so I had, just like Raider gear. That's kind of all I knew. And, would tell multiple people, oh, yeah, my cousin got, drafted by the Raiders. And what's funny is later in life, my aunt was like, stop telling people that. Like, he wasn't very good. At all. And I ended up finding out that he was actually like the biggest bust draft, like in the history of the Raiders ever.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, back to the Charger thing, just like living outside Los Angeles, and growing up when I'm 45 years old. And so back then, in the 80s, early 90s, it was, all that like wearing Raider gear, you couldn't even wear it in school. It was all gang related. And I went to one game as a kid, and it was horrible. Like I couldn't stand the fans. I couldn't stand the people. I mean, there are some good ones out there. I have a few friends that are Raiders fans, but few and far between. Yeah, few and far between. But I ended up getting sent home from school one day because I was wearing a Raiders shirt, and I was probably, I think, like 9 maybe, and my mom came and picked me up, and I had to change my shirt, like whatever. But I ended up asking my mom, I'm like, hey, like, where was I born? And she said, well, Fallbrook, it's in San Diego. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Do they have a football team? And she said, yeah, I think they're called the Chargers. And I said, awesome. I don't want to be a Raiders fan anymore. I think I'm going to be a Charger fan. And I mean, I'm not kidding. From that point on, I mean, I kind of slowly became obsessed. And watching certain players, like Junior Seau for one.
Yeah, big one.
But just, I mean, he was watching that guy play, like, I mean, it was insane. And then, like Darren Sproles, Eric Weddle, Natron Means, like watching him as a running back. And, this is, obviously before like LT days, like that was like, dude, like when I play football, I'm like, I'm going to be running back because like of him.
Yeah.
I just love watching him play. It's like, I was a fan of a lot of players as well. Like I was a massive Barry Sanders fan. Just the way that guy moved, but Natron, like being in San Diego, that was my boy. And I just slowly being in that area, the more Chargers fans I met, I realized like how cool they really were. and just down to earth, you know, and it's just always been that way. And it's literally become like an obsession for me. I mean, obviously I sleeve my leg that, you know, for them for a reason.
Yeah. Well, let's get into that, because like we actually got to hang out in Vegas and got to spend time with you, Kyle, and I did, and it was amazing. And seeing these things, what you've done, the level of Charger fandom that you have to do, you know, these amazing tattoos. Kind of, what was your goal? Like, what did you want to accomplish with your awesome tattoos?
I mean, honestly, it was just all of my tattoos have meaning. You know, I started getting tattooed literally when I was like 15 years old. Which is crazy. My mom took me to a shop to get one. I went to visit her for Easter. And, you know, she's like, what do you want for Easter? And I'm like, a tattoo? And I was being raised by my aunt and my uncle at the time. And they were not big fans of it, especially when I got home.
Sure.
He actually, you know, literally took me to get my tattoo removed, you know. But it just, through the process, I always saved my leg for something that I truly wanted. And I wanted to put a lot of thought into it. And I had so many ideas throughout the years. But what it really came down to was a couple particular players have just always, you know, like held a special place in my heart. You know, Junior for one. But then later in life, Keenan Allen, man, that dude is just... I love watching him play. His vibe, everything about him, on the field, off the field. Him as a father, like, as well. The dude's a stud. Yeah. And was so grateful, you know, to be able to meet him and get his autograph. And so I actually took his autograph. We made a photocopy of it. And so I ended up, you know, tattooing that on my leg, you know, like with a tribute to him. So do you want me to do like a little walkthrough?
Let's do it. Show us what you got, brother. Okay. It's awesome.
So starting down low, right down here is Justin Herbert.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Basically as Thor, and we got his little like Thor's hammer, and he's, you know, summoning a dragon from Asgard, basically like a Charger dragon. And then coming around the front here, we got the bolts up, you know, with the bolt.
Yeah.
A bunch of lightning coming up, you know, through. And then down through here, that's actually Keenan Allen's autograph.
That's so sick.
And so, you know, kind of got the 13 in there highlighted. And then, of course, we all know, you know, they call him Slayer.
Yeah.
So highlighted the LA in there to kind of break it up a little bit. You know, then on the back side, we have the Reaper. And that's basically like Keenan Allen as the Reaper. You know, just third and Keenan, man, just killing everybody on those third downs.
Yeah.
And, you know, the little specific Chargers emoji that's, you know, just for them.
Yeah.
This is for Junior Seau. Got the Polynesian 55 in there with Tasmanian Devil. And I put the halo on his head because, you know, him passing away, it's a little tribute to him.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, like written inside the lightning. And then on the back side, I'm not sure if we can see how we can do this one.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So this is my Chargers little stormtrooper there. And so
sick, dude.
The helmet says "We Are the Storm." And then down low here, we got the FTR, which we all know is family, trust, respect.
It is.
True Chargers fans, we know that means F the Raiders. I don't know if I can say the other word, you know, out loud, but yeah, definitely adding more. I have a piece that's actually drawn up like for my kneecap that'll go right here. It's actually like your brother's. So it's like the Bolt Pride logo. Kind of throwback to like the original one of like kind of that.
Yeah, the crest.
Yeah, so it's like the one that Kyle's got like on his quad.
Yeah.
Oh, just that'll basically go here. But it's basically like a version of like the horse, but his head is kind of facing down, but his head's all fully armored.
Oh,
and
sick.
The bolt coming across like the whole front of it. So it's a little bit bigger bolt compared to like the original, like traditional one.
Yeah.
Then there's another guy that actually tattoos at Bad Apple. So my buddy Brody Figueres is the one that actually did all of this at Bad Apple in Las Vegas. But there's another guy there that's a portrait artist. His name is Jason Paxman. Awesome portrait artist. And so I have a few picked out. I think I showed you and your brother a few that I was at. One of Derwin James. That dude that's my boy, you know, absolutely love him. There's actually one that I'm doing of Phillip Rivers. that heel in there. I know you were pretty stoked on like
Big Phil guy. I'd love that.
Yeah, that's my boy. I was like, you know what? Like I got little Herbie down there at the bottom, but there's one particular photo that is actually of Philip, and it's rad. So there's that one. There's one that I have with LT. There's another one with Antonio Gates. There's actually this other one of Deion Henley, which I'm hoping that like that dude just stays on the team forever because he's the coolest, funniest guy ever. Love his vibe. I mean, he's just rad and just an amazing player, but it's just an awesome photo. But I would kind of like to just keep it, to like those Chargers legends. There is an Antonio Gates one, a Sean Merriman. So I was kind of doing like a blend, like of all the guys. It's basically one larger photo of like Philip, and then all the guys are kind of like in the clouds, like in the storm, because that storm is basically going to carry up the leg.
So sick, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be a process. I'll probably end up waiting until the end of the summer to do that because I work quite a bit over the summer and I'm outside all the time. So just need to give myself time to heal. But
no, dude, that's amazing. I can't wait to see the progress. You got to keep us updated as that progress goes because I got to see that.
Absolutely. Every time I finish with a session, I'll send you guys a photo.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about the team, man. Like, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on what we've done so far this offseason? Obviously, new offensive coordinator. There's a lot of exciting things, and then things have kind of slowed down in the last couple of weeks. Like, what are your general vibes so far for this offseason?
It started off strong. Like I felt so good about it at first. Having Mike McDaniels in there is amazing. I couldn't think of a better person, offensive minded. Like the guy, he's a genius, and to see what he's done with just his scheme. And I think it would be perfect and something that Herbert needs. I mean, because we need to protect that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally it's the kind of thing, it's like, this is your golden child. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you not do anything and everything you can to protect him? Yeah. I mean, and where I like what they're doing is adding a little bit of depth pieces, but with the amount of money that they've had, definitely surprised that they didn't go in and just completely solidify, that guard position.
Yeah.
Adding some depth there, cool. I mean, obviously I don't know what it is about the Chargers, man. They're just cursed with bad luck when it comes to injuries. And it's been that way for a long time. Like this is just it's not nothing new. Like it just happened last year. Last year, that was
epic.
Bookend tackles going down.
Yeah.
That was rough. But I mean, what was it? 21 different
combinations. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I mean, it just, that kind of thing should not happen. But at the same time, I mean, Herbert did what he did. I mean, that guy plays through everything. He's a beast. But at the same time, it's like, look, this is your guy. The team is built around him. Protect him.
Yeah.
And I love that we got a new center. Thank God. Bradley Bozeman. Not in there. I mean, I'm not trying to knock the guy. I'm sure he's great as a person. But as a player, when it comes to, coming from like Lindsley going to him, that
it wasn't great.
That was a tough pill to swallow, man. Like it's So, but seeing getting some of the protection, like Kohler in there, and then adding a fullback, like that's rad.
For sure.
Guys that can fill that little little spot to be able to have Hampton back and just pushing that rock, and then bringing in another super fast running back. I mean, from the Ravens. It's so funny. Another player from the Ravens. Like,
it's weird, right?
Yeah. Like Ravens West, man. It's a trip. So
for sure. No, it's exciting. And then, the draft's coming up soon too. So there's so many different ways we can go, edge, offensive line. What is there a player that you see in the upcoming draft that you would love to be on the Chargers?
To be honest, this year compared to last year, I paid attention so much more.
Yeah.
This year, I kind of felt like I lost a little bit of focus. Just life happens, kind of things going on. Not a particular player. for instance, but position wise,
Yeah.
I would love to say, yes, go get a guard like in the first, but I don't think that's necessary. I think that the draft is deep enough with guards that we can grab a stud like in the second. I'm also a big fan of even, like trading back. It's, I would love to be able to play, just take best player available, at 22, but 22 is 22.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If another team wants to come up and, grab a guy and we can grab like another second round, dude, why not? You know what I mean?
Sure.
We don't have very many picks this year. So definitely edge for sure. Guards. I mean, if they went guard,
and even
I would
be mad.
Backup center, another tackle, because we know what happens when our tackles go down. So, and goddamn,
just offensive line for all 5 picks. Just give us them all.
and maybe like an edge, something else, maybe in the secondary. I think we will be doing just fine. Like in the receiver room, we didn't get to see too much of, Keandre Lambert-Smith last year, but having Trey Harris, to them together, the ceiling is it's crazy.
Yeah,
both of those guys are going to make a huge difference. McConkey, if we get Keenan Allen back for one more season and the guy retires, just having that presence in the room and having the smaller role, I think would be amazing. I think if they were going to spend a little bit of money, there's all this rumors going around about Tyreek Hill. I don't see it happening. Personally, I think way too much drama off the field to bring him in. And I think the Chargers is a little bit more of a classier organization. I know, Mike's got some familiarity with them, and hopefully, if he did come in, having the right guys around him would maybe kind of change his persona a little bit. But who knows?
It's exciting.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's the line. That's all they need. I'm like, I don't care. You could pick a lineman in every single round and then definitely bring it into edge, for sure. Because getting Khalil back was awesome. Yeah. But it's a 1-year thing, Got
prepared for the future a little bit more.
And losing Owe, God, that was tough. But the amount of money that guy got,
that was a lot.
That was insane.
We got to get a little cheaper.
I was kind of dumbfounded at that number, but he came in and killed it last year, so good for him.
Yeah, dude. No, for sure. And, let's get out of here on this. We always like to ask, what has been your best Charger memory so far as a fan? Oh my God. to be completely honest, being at the team hotel, which I know you've been there. You guys, you visited, hanging out with the Brisket Broads. And I had the opportunity to do the same at the hotel. Running into them was crazy. But before I ever even knew it was the team hotel, just randomly staying there, to go to a game. And I get in the elevator and slightly intoxicated. And, it's for my birthday. And I'm looking down, not paying attention. This guy gets on the elevator and I look up and I couldn't get the words out. It was in shock. And I'm tapping my friend. I'm like, hey, and it was Rashawn Slater. I couldn't get the words out. And I just, I ended up asking him, I'm like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm staying here. I'm like, oh, okay, well, but wait, is the whole team here? And he's kind of giggling. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, it's the team hotel. I'm like, wait, what? And I'm telling you, I couldn't get downstairs fast enough to grab a Sharpie. I ended up going to the front desk and I was like, hey, you guys, it's my birthday. Is there any way that I can buy a Sharpie off you? And, so in case, another player's around and, grab an autograph or something, they're like, Trent, it's your birthday. We'll give you a Sharpie. And right in that process, here comes Quentin Johnston. And so I'm able to grab something from him. And then all of a sudden there's Jamari Sawyer and I turn around and Alohi Gilman's walking through and I'm like, Alohi, and just like a little kid. Getting bombarded, dude. They're coming from everywhere. All angles.
Yeah. It was crazy. And that's it. Actually, when I went outside and that's when I ended up being able to chat with Keenan and just real brief. He was getting into a Tesla, he had his headphones on, but just super cool. Literally stopped as he's getting in and then turned around, signed something for me. And just amazing experiences, being there. And then finding out this one was hilarious was Asante Samuel Jr. and I have the same birthday, and he's like, oh, we're birthday twins. We were kind of laughing about it. And then I ended up researching. I was like, wait, I forgot his dad played. I'm like, I need to look up and, it's like, see when his dad played. And the next year I ended up telling him, I'm like, dude, so I kind of tripping out right now. And he's like, what's going on? And I was like, well, last year when we met, I was kind of cracking up that, we had the same birthday, but your dad played too. And I ended up finding out I'm actually a year older than your dad. And the dude's like, dude's tripping out. He thought I was like in my 20s, like just, because just being down there has just been crazy. And the amount of people that, being able to run into them, but just how amazing they are. Like when it comes to their fans, Dean Spanos, for instance, I'm talking to Lorenzo Neal, and as I'm talking to him, Dean starts walking by and I'm like, Dean, you're the man. And he's like, you're the man, and says happy birthday. Like it was like he knew it was my birthday. Like
that's awesome.
The word spread, like around pretty quick. And it's just, I couldn't have asked for, a better way to, to spend a birthday. Like it was amazing.
That's a special one, dude. No, that's awesome. Dude, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming on. It was awesome getting to talk to you and learn a little bit more about you. And man, really appreciate your time.
Yeah. And you as well, man. Same. Had a great time, seeing you and your brother and, chatting Charger ball. And, thank you for this opportunity. And, just go Chargers, man. I'm excited for the season.
Hell yeah, brother. Stay in touch.
You too. Thanks, Kev.
See you, bud.
Wow. What a fan focus to start off with.
We're
in
back,
2026.
Baby. We're back.
Trent.
Back with a bang.
I love that. That tattoo, because when you say you got a Charger tattoo,
yeah,
I picture like one that Kyle has, which is a great tattoo.
Whoa,
nothing wrong with
Wool Dog.
I picture if you just say Charger tattoo,
you're trying to contrast his great tattoo with what I have.
I'm just saying. When you say Charger tattoo, if I close my eyes and you say Charger tattoo, I picture yours. That's all I had. That was my only frame of reference until I saw Trent's.
Kevin doesn't have one.
He's got more of a Charger leg than he does a Charger tattoo.
He has a Charger appendage.
He has an art mural on his entire leg.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy. That is really impressive. Every aspect of it. The fact that they're all connected, because I was expecting, like, when you're showing off the leg, I'm like, okay, well, there's a bolt. I see a bolt. That's a very nice Charger tattoo. But it's like, no, they're all connected.
Herbert is Thor looking up at the beast that he's going to slay.
I mean, every aspect of it. The fact that you updated Junior Seau's as well to like add that.
I like the Polynesian 55. Like,
dude.
I can never come up with like a tattoo that I want to put on me, but like a couple of those, I'm like, I could definitely hang with that.
Give me the Trent special.
Yeah. I just got to find I got to go to his tattoo parlor.
Yeah. No, that was very cool and a crazy story, dude.
Yeah, him at the hotel is so much fun.
I mean, I would if that happened to me, I would just be like, well, I'm dreaming right now, so I might as well live it up.
Best birthday ever.
And then you wake up with everything, all these things signed. You're like, it wasn't a dream.
And he's still got
it was
Sharpie.
real.
He wakes up with the Sharpie in his hand.
And a mustache.
Yeah.
A Sharpie mustache.
Yeah.
Well, Trent, thank you so much for sharing all of that with us. And again, being the inaugural 2026 Fan Focus. Appreciate you, sir. Wish I could have met you myself, but I'm glad the Duggan brothers did meet you and were able to kick off this Fan Focus, which has been so quiet for a while.
And feel free to DM us if you're interested in coming on. You haven't been on.
Absolutely.
You can do it on Instagram. Find us on Instagram, shoot us a DM. Or on X, you can find us and hit me up with a DM. I'm starting to schedule some more of them, so come.
There you go.
Give me kisses.
There you go, folks. Give the man some kisses.
Give me some kisses. Pete's sake.
Yeah, to go with his hugs. All right, folks, time to go on to the next segment. Ask Boltfam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam. It's a light one this week, but that doesn't mean these questions aren't going to be hefty. We start off with Mr. Pekar, who asked the question. Okay, Jets. T-minus 30 days and counting until Joe Ortiz calls John Snyder, a pancake-eating motherfucker. Oh, boy. And we see some magic on draft day. Oh, I'm wondering if Dean Spanos is saying you need to make a splash, Joe, while Joe is prepping to make his decision to select our newest player in the 2026 draft. Oh, boy. What name do you think is on his chartreuse Post-it note? Each of you, please fill in the blank. Blank, no matter what. No repeats. And remember, we're the Chargers. Nothing can stop us now. I'll tell you how. BTFU, family, trust, respect. SMB, can love you, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Great job.
Thank you. Terrible, Mickey.
Pretty good.
Walt's spinning in his grave right now. All right. But I love the framing of this question because it is one of our favorite movies to watch this time of year, draft day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
banger.
It's a great question too, because it's who is on the Post-it note for the Chargers? This person, no matter what. No matter what.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay, good. Perfect. Because I think I alluded to it earlier in this episode that we have not made a big splash at guard. I think we're going with Vega out of Penn State. I just think
Vega,
that has to be
what?
the move. Yeah, he's the guy. Like, he is the best guy at the position in the draft. If he falls to us and he's there, I don't know how you overlook him. That's now your guard of the future, set in stone. You have your 2 stud tackles. This guy's going to be a young stud, going to get really good as we go. And then I don't know. I don't know how you don't do that from a logical standpoint. I think there's other guys that are really exciting with high upside and they're flashier. They're more exciting to watch the highlight reels that night. But to me, I think that's the play.
It's good. I like it.
All right. Well, I think mine's going to be trade back no matter what. We need more picks. And I like some of the guards in the second round and we can get more. So I could say a player there, but I truly, in my mind, on the Post-it note is trade back no matter what.
Really?
You truly. I never say that. All 7 years we've done this, I've never wanted to trade back. I truly believe the way that Joe Ortiz drafts, would be much better off getting more picks and trading back.
That's fair. I mean, it is yeah. No matter what. I mean, but what if the trade is like it's a bad trade? You're like, oh, that's all we got. Like you got like maybe just an extra. You can't just get an extra second for trading out of first.
Good trade back, no matter what.
Oh, good trade back.
Good trade back.
Only good one.
Trade back,
good trade back.
Yeah.
All right.
Responsible trade back, no matter what.
Responsible trade backs, no matter what.
Don't let us down. Trade back, no matter what.
All right. The name that I'm going to say isn't necessarily like it's not a first rounder by any stretch, which kind of goes a little outside of the draft day.
Boy, you get your pick.
That's okay. If he's there in the round that you think he should be there.
Yeah. I think the guy, the one thing that I feel like this team has lacked is a little bit of aura. We've lacked some of that swag, some of that vibe. I'm picking up what I'm putting down.
I know
we need a flow.
We do.
Flow. We need.
I need some guard.
We need some redness.
No, I'm with you.
We need a mullet like you wouldn't believe right now.
Yeah.
We're running low on mullet juice, and I think you got to get Gennings Dunker no matter what.
So this is what's beautiful. Trade back no matter what. We could get you and I both.
Yeah, absolutely.
What we want.
Yeah. I think, is it necessarily like there's something about getting a guy like Dunker that if you add that to the team, it just adds something to the overall vibe of everything. Like it was the same thing with what was the Broncos lineman that I really wanted to get?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Shoot. It was frick. His name is so right on the tip of my tongue.
I know, but it was the same thing. It was just like big beefy boy, mullet, mustache, eats trees in the forest. Like, it just, hunts with his hands. Like, it was just something about like getting a guy like that on the team and just like, whoa, okay.
You know what's funny is that there's another guy that we talked about this a few years ago. He actually is on our team now, Trevor Penning. It was the
Yeah.
same energy, the same thing you're talking about now.
Quinn Miners.
Quinn Miners. There it is.
Yeah.
That was it.
So yeah, I'm on board. It's easy because he was like the darling of the combine, and it's
Absolutely,
fun.
yeah.
But for me, I think there's value in the second round for these guys.
Absolutely.
And there's a part of me that feels like an edge rusher in the first round makes more sense with the way we're set up. And then you go guard, and you go guard again,
Yeah.
and then you go guard again.
Because that's the thing is like
Just
first
keep
round right
kicking
now.
it down the road, trying to get a guard.
Kicking the
Can have a
can.
bunch of guards.
Just need a
And we'll
guard.
figure out who the best guard is.
That's what we have on our roster right now is like 3rd and 4th round guards. That's our depth. We need a
Yes,
guy.
get a bunch of 3rd and 4th rounders together and let them fight it
just
out.
hope for the
it's
best.
like in Dark Knight, they break the pull Q, and you throw it in there, and like whoever comes out wins. You're the starting guard.
Little cable guy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I mean, we kind of mentioned it earlier. Like, it does feel like it's going to be best player available for the Chargers. So there's not like my heart is so dead set, and maybe it's because of the years of times that we've said, "Oh, I would love it if we got this guy," and then we don't get that guy.
Yeah,
that you just go like, whatever, just pick a good one, please.
Yeah,
okay?
please.
Just give us a good one. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Pekar, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now to Manuelito Pedito, who asked the question: would it be part of people? Now, we all know we're going to have to pick up Penn State guard Vega Ione. Why wouldn't we if available? We lost Zion. Slater's not going to be the same dude due to last year's injury, according to rumors. And who knows if Alta's going to be healthy throughout the season. So we better stack that O-line up and build a brick wall as much as we can, not only for Justin, but also for the success of our running backs, who I'm excited for this upcoming season. Now, what do y'all think we get Georgia wide receiver Zachariah Branch on the second round? Homeboy is fast and is really good on quick passes, which would fit perfectly in McDaniel's offense. Thug love, party people. Thug love. Yes, I mean, all great points as to why we should get Vega in the first.
If he's there, I think you take him.
Absolutely.
Like that's easy, but I've all the what people are thinking is that he's not going to fall to us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're not the only team that needs a good guard.
Yeah, it's not the sexy position. I was listening to Matt Money, and they were like, when we drafted Zion in the first round, everyone was at the party, and they're like, "We got a guard." And it's like this year, if we drafted a guard, everyone would be like, "We got a guard."
Yeah, we got a guard.
Just the vibe. The vibe changes.
Yeah, pop the champagne.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, if Vega's there, absolutely. But why wouldn't we? If he's available, that's the thing. If he's sitting there and we don't take him,
yeah,
then we clearly don't know what the hell Mike's
we don't know.
If he's there and we don't draft him, they pick like a speedy wide receiver or something, like a wide receiver that fell.
Yeah.
Then where he's going.
Yeah.
Because we're just guessing at this point.
Yeah.
We're basing all of our knowledge on what happened the last 2 years with our last coordinator.
Totally.
So that's where we're at right now.
But I mean, as far as what we think about Zachariah Branch in the second round,
he's great.
You had me at fast.
No, he'd be a great addition. I just don't know where he would fit within all the guys we have right now. I think if you still have Quentin there, KLS is coming up.
Right.
Like there's guys that are going to come up, and then it's going to be kind of a crowded spot. So
Absolutely.
I'm just curious how they're going to shift that around.
Yeah. There feels like there are more positions of need outside of wide receiver. But if the goal, that's the thing, is like if the goal is to get a speedy wide receiver, then you could probably bet your bottom dollar that like there is a wide receiver that's going to get traded out of the team. Probably with the initials QJ.
That's my guess. Just with all the the buzz around it.
Yeah, but that might be the wait. Like it feels like they're waiting for the draft to happen, see how the chips fall, and then start making some trades, moves.
Or it could be because you don't usually see a lot of players getting traded on draft day, but could be a package deal.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. So I think we're all with it there, Manuelito Pedito. We're on it. We're on the same page. We're on the same frequency. We appreciate the question. Thank you, buddy, for asking it. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Athair Kader.
Athair
Kader.
Who asked the question? Hello, Hello, Bolt fam. I hope everyone is in great spirits, baby. Hello, my lovely Charger chat. Love you, my boys. I have a statement to make about our GM, Mr. Ortiz. As GM of the Chargers, baby, you are the judge by free agency, draft, and teams succeed in the playoffs, baby. So far, horrible free agency. 2 years in a row and your team got smoked in the playoffs and Herbie getting killed last year. You did nothing so far, baby. One question, please. Give me a reason why our GM should keep his job next year if Herbert gets beat up again and our team gets smoked in the playoffs. I know it is a big if. I hope it will not happen because I still believe in my coach Harbaugh, baby. We start with my lovely coach Kyle, followed by my awesome friend Kevin, and we close as always with my baby, my love, my heart, my life, Bulldog, baby. P.S. Yes, the Raiders and Mendoza, the AFC, and the Ravens, baby. They are trash. LMAO. Okay, love you. Bye, baby. The poor Ravens had no idea.
What did they do?
The fire they lit in Athir Kadir for no reason whatsoever other than
over there in Baltimore.
I guess, but all right. So Athir is not on Joe Ortiz's side, which he's made that abundantly clear this offseason.
We talk him down. He takes a week off.
He's getting him off the ledge.
He's like, I'm sorry, babies. But then I'm pissed, baby. I'm pissed again, baby.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You do you with it.
Absolutely. And I think he's just trying to get us to agree with him on something because normally we don't. But the question is a reason why Ortiz should keep his job next year if Herbert gets beaten up and our team gets smoked in the playoffs. Should Joe Ortiz still keep his position?
Who goes first? Always fun.
Kyle.
Always me with Athir.
You're up, sweetie.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. So there's more to the GM's job, first of all. And last year he got beat up because we have two of our top 5 players on our team got hurt for the season.
Yes.
That's why Justin Herbert was under pressure constantly. You know, it's like, as far as the GM goes, at the start of the season, he had everything set up for Justin to have plenty of time to throw the football. Now, you might criticize his lack of moves mid-season at the trade deadline, trying to get someone in there. Totally get that. But that's just not who he is, and we knew that when we picked him up. He was probably very clear with, I don't do the trade deadline stuff. I'm keeping my picks. We're not doing that. He also brought in the coach that you still love. Like, he was the GM that brought in Harbaugh to be our head coach. And you look at the draft picks that he has brought in, the free agents that he has brought in that have paid off. It feels like he's pulling his weight. It's just a matter of our guys staying healthy and executing on the field. So, I mean, there's been a couple busts. Yeah, that's going to happen no matter what. Like Mekhi Becton, not a good free agent pickup. Just bottom line, not good. There's been a couple draft picks where it's like, I don't know yet. We'll see. But for the most part, he's had some pretty big home runs there. I bet his batting average is well over 400 as far as draft picks. So, I don't know. I'm not ready to let him go by any means. I'm sick of the have a guy for 2 years, 3 years and let him go thing. It's like he's building something. His whole mentality is built through the draft. It's going to take more than 2 years to build through the draft. So, no, I'm all in on Ortiz. I don't want him gone, even if we have a tough year this year, which I don't think we will. But even if we did, I'm not ready to jump ship on Ortiz yet.
I'll jump right off that. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I think that's what's happening. Truly, what he's done with the draft has been so fun to watch. Do you know every single player from our 22 draft is off the team or not in the league?
Yeah.
That is the reason why you're having to mess with bringing in free agents and trying to plug expensive holes, because we're not drafting and having guys contribute all the picks.
Right.
And we're finally getting into a place after a couple years with him that these guys are legit contributors.
Right.
Just specifically looking at like our secondary and what we did his first year.
Yeah.
Like that was incredibly impressive to get those starting guys in the back of the draft.
Right, that contribute on a regular basis.
You can target the fact that Justin got beat up. Yes. But I think there's other circumstances, like Kyle said.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're making the playoffs every year. Keep that in mind. I know we're getting smoked. Would you rather not go to the playoffs because you think you're probably going to get smoked? No, you still want to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, we want the smoke.
I think they got to win time to win a freaking game in the playoffs, which
Absolutely.
I think it's going to happen, man.
Yeah, we're due.
I think we've made the right choices. Him bringing in Mike McDaniel, he's setting it up, man.
Right.
It takes time to change over what Telesco's roster was to what he wants. We still have Trey Pipkins. He's like the last one of the group of players that were drafted that I didn't.
Was 2019.
Yeah, he's the
we only
only
have Trey
one.
Pipkin from there.
He's the only one from 19.
Yeah, and 22. I think Dean Leonard. Is the only one that's one.
Dean Leonard's the last one.
Yeah, so that's just crazy to think that when you look at the names of the Chargers that have survived those drafts, who would have thought Trey Pipkins and Dean Leonard would have been the ones?
Yeah, seriously,
to live through that.
But I think we're in a good position.
We are,
and we're here for the long haul, man. It'd be great to just throw all your money at getting everything you think you need to win a championship the next year, but that doesn't always work out like that. And then you hurt yourself. I want to start winning playoff games and see what happens. You know what I mean? To win the AFC West, and then let's win a playoff game.
Yeah. And
then I think everything will be okay with you. It'll be okay.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing too to consider, he is making moves. I look back now at the trade that the Chargers did last year to get Odafe Owe. We get Odafe Owe, we give up Alohi Gilman, and we trade picks. And one of those was going to be a pick for this year. We gave a 2026 fifth round pick, and we got a 2027 seventh round pick, I think. Yeah, seventh rounder. And, I think you can argue whether or not that was necessarily a good trade because Odafe Owe came and contributed like crazy.
Oh, dude, he was the reason why our defense was kicking ass in that final playoff game.
But I mean, at the same time, it's you made the trade, but you don't get to keep Odafe for the next year, and you got to let that go. So I mean, I could see some argument there, but
there's also cleverness in that.
We're gonna get a comp pick that's huge. That guy just got a record-breaking deal, so you're getting a second, third round pick out of that comp,
right?
But
so you gave up a 7 to get that,
right?
He's playing some 4D chess here,
right?
It's different than just our basic understanding of how he's going to run that roster.
Yeah. And I totally get when your 2-star tackles go down, you're like, well, we got to get somebody because we need to win the Super Bowl. And I get that. But if you do that, you don't, the ramifications, it's the butterfly effect. If you spend all your money to get an amazing tackle to fill the spot of either Rashawn or Joe, and you hurt yourself so much further down the line.
Right.
And I don't want to see Herbert get hit. I don't. And that's why after that last season, we lost our offensive coordinator. We lost our offensive line coach, and we got Mike McDaniel and the offensive line coach that allowed Tua to only get hit 76 times in the 4 seasons that he was there with Miami. So the moves are being made. It's just, you have it, like Kevin said, Rome isn't built in a day. You got to allow these guys to have an opportunity to instill what it is that they're trying to build. I mean, you got to look back also at previous GMs, for better or for worse, the Chargers always seem to have GMs give them 10 years. You got 10 years to make something happen. So you got to expect that they're going to do the same thing for Ortiz with the way that they are making these moves, with the way they're picking up Mike McDaniel, getting Jim Harbaugh, making trades and getting the guys. I mean, it's just from a fan perspective, I understand the frustration, but you got to look at it from the eyes of ownership and GM and trying to build this team, man.
And we're retaining, think of it this way too. We're retaining guys. They want to stay here.
Yeah.
That's
we're either retaining them or they're signing big deals with other teams. Odafe Owe,
they left for money. A lot of the guys, if they have a choice and they're going to stay, I'm sure we've gotten some friendly deals on that stuff.
So for the 20th week in a row here.
Next week, we'll see you with something positive, and then we'll cycle back.
Yes. And
we love you.
If this is and there's too many variables to strictly say, yes, Ortiz needs to be fired if Herbert gets hit, too many times and we lose in the playoffs again. There's too many variables. There's too many questions. If you have a perfectly healthy season and Justin Herbert is still getting hit and we still get smoked in the playoffs and there's no other variable that you could put in there, then I guess you could make the argument. But
then there's so many other people you could also blame.
Exactly. Like the season is way too long. There's too many things that happen. It's not like no team has a perfect injury report from start to finish, period.
It's not going to happen.
Something is going to happen. So just hold on, Aether. It's going to be okay.
Hold on.
It's going to be fine. We're going to have fun. Kyle will get you a baby chick. Will that calm you down?
Send him a baby
Will that
chick.
chill you out if we give
Might
him
piss you off. They beep, beep, all day long.
But Aether, we love you, buddy. Thank you for asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Boltfam. We greatly appreciate it. But that's going to do it for us here at Chart to Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen?
Good luck with those chicks. Keep them alive, dude. Excited to see what happens with those little guys.
I'm going to need the luck. We had 6 last year. We have 0 remaining from that batch. So.
From the 2025 chick draft.
It was a bad draft. It was a bad draft.
Bad draft.
They had a lot more picks this year. It should be
Yeah,
we had 12 picks. So some of these got to pay off.
Yeah.
12 chick picks.
There's a little Justin Herbert in there. I'm sure you know which one it is. There's got to be a guy doing extra push-ups.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Running around with a little
duck.
extra.
There's
We got a random duck in our chick basket.
There's some chick
That would be awesome.
with a little C patch on the front of
a
him.
little C, 4 stars.
All right. That's going to do it for us here at Church to Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Tired of starting your day with silence, dread, and whatever that noise your coffee maker makes? Introducing Kyle's Chick Magnets. Just clip one on, and suddenly, adorable baby chickens flock to you like you're the Beyonce of barnyards. Whether you're brushing your teeth, checking emails, or performing open heart surgery, you'll have a chorus of gentle peeps soothing your soul. Studies we absolutely didn't make up show a 200% increase in the vibes. So what are you waiting for? Kyle's Chick Magnets. Because inner peace is better when it's tiny and fluffy.